welcome in my stitches in time. I am going to show you how to do the single crochet cross stitch using my 4.5mm hook, and I'm going to be using for this some Red Heart Super Saver ombre. It's a bit of scrap that's all knotted up, so I thought, well, let's do a tutorial with that. It's driving me nuts, let's make some use of it. So just to be able to show you exactly what the cross stitch looks like, I'm going to do a foundation of 10, and then on the second row I'm going to do double stitch, and this is purely to show you the difference between the two. It is going to be a little bit difficult to see, but I hope you will be able to. So I'm only going to do 10 for this. So I'm going to go ahead, and second row I'm going to go and do my double. And I apologise if I go off camera a little bit here and there, but hopefully for the most part you should be able to just about see what I'm doing when we get to the cross stitch. So let me just get those doubles on. Don't ask me what my technique is, I don't know. The cross stitch pattern, of course, it can be used with a lot of different makes. It's just a little bit of something different. That's the whole aim of these stitch tutorials, just to show you what could be. So there's my doubles so far. Just a few more left to do, and then I'll regard that as my foundation for the cross stitch single crochet. Don't know what it would be in British terms, because we don't have single crochet over here. What would it be? A half double? Half double cross stitch? I don't know. If you do know, by all means put it in the comments below, please. It'd be very handy. I can stick it in the description then. Okay, so I've just jump cut because the knot got on my nerves, and I thought, well, I've got my foundation, so we'll start with that anyway. So there's my double stitches, double crochet stitches. So now I am going to stick with my 4.5, and I am going to go in to the very first stitch after the hook and do a single crochet. Now I'm going to miss the next stitch, so going into the next one after that and do a single crochet, and then I'm going to go back on myself to the one that I just missed. So we've just done that one. Now we're going into the one we missed and do a single crochet. And there's our first cross done, but we'll keep on going and then I'll show you at the end. So we need to, we've just worked in these 3, and now we need to miss one and go into the next one along and do a single crochet. Speaking it, it sounds complicated. It's really not. We need to then go into the one that we missed, so we're going back on ourselves, do another single crochet, and then we have our second cross. So skip one, go into the next one, go into the stitch, so knot, we need to miss one and go into the next one, put through, yarn over, pull through the yarn over, pull through both to make the single. Then we go back on ourselves to the missing stitch. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And we keep it going for the entire row, or whatever we need to make. So we miss 1 and we go into the next. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Make sure you always skip the one you've just worked when you start a new cross. You do not want to double work. That will be a completely different stitch. And right now we're doing cross stitch. A stupid flipping knot. Ugh, it drives me mad. Apologies, I had a massive knot, had to deal with it. Stupid yarn. I've never known any yarn so knotty. Right, back to it, shall we? Okay, so we're missing 1. We're going into the very next. And we're yarning over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And we need to go back to the stitch that we have missed, which is in the middle. So we're going in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, right on the end now. Now I could finish off by going into this one and doing a single stitch before I go on to the next row, but I'm not going to do that. So instead I'm going to put one on the very end instead of leaving it like that. So I'm going to do one more row of these. So instead of going in there, we're going to miss it, and I'm going to go on the end instead, if I can find it. Sorry about that. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. And then, of course, we've missed 1, so we go in for the last single stitch of the first row of cross stitch. Okay, that's our first row, and I don't know if you can quite see the cross stitch on there. Maybe a little bit. Compared to the doubles, there are the cross stitches on the bottom. So you can compare between the 2. Okay, let's go for another row. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Okay, so over here you can see the crosses a little bit better. But we're going to do a single crochet into the very first stitch, and then we will miss 1 and go into the next one and do a single crochet. Now the one we've just missed, we're going to go back and make sure that it doesn't feel so alone. Okay, so we're now on to our second. Apologies, I had a phone call. Back! Miss the next stitch. So don't double work your working stitch. Miss 1, go into the next. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on your hook. So miss the next available stitch after you've gone into the middle of this one, and then you do a single crochet. You go back on yourself to the missing or skipped stitch, do another single crochet, skip the next available stitch, go into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, go back on yourself to the skipped stitch, and you keep going all the way along. And I apologize, this is slightly off camera, I did warn you. So it's single crochet, skip 1, single crochet, go back into the skipped stitch, single crochet. There you will have your cross stitch. So here we go. Can you see the crosses? sort of, just about. It's a shame my camera doesn't focus, darn it, and it's all in shadow as well. Let's get some light in here, shall we? Let there be light. I needed to show you the crosses properly because here they're in shadow, the camera's not focusing properly, it's all dark. So sorry I went completely bright, but there is your cross stitch. Little swatch, crosses up there, you've got the double down the bottom, all single crochet, cross stitch. So hopefully it was good for you. If it was, give me a thumbs up maybe, that would be appreciated. Yay! Thank you.